Hi Cancers, I'm Nick. This is going to be your October mid-month reading. So the last few weeks of October, but carrying on into November, because you know energy is fluid, but whenever you watch this video is probably when you're meant to watch it. These messages are general, so may not resonate with every single person. So if it doesn't fit your situation, please don't try to force it and just carry on with your day. This does apply to both men and women. I would suggest checking your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs because these are all aspects of who you are. You may resonate a little bit more with one or the other at times. And I forgot to say hello to Nala. She's sleeping there, or she's looking kind of grumpy. I don't know what's up with her. And I will have a link to the extended reading below in the description box. It's pretty much like a part 2 of what you'll see here, where we will dive in deeper and ask more questions and look in further into the reading, okay? And if you want to follow me on my Instagram, it is at Nicloves with 2 eyes. And of course, I appreciate all your liking, sharing, subscribing. And if you do subscribe, don't forget to click the notification bell to be notified every time I post. As you know, I'm now doing weeklies, as always, monthlies and mid-monthly readings. Right, so for today, while I was meditating on your guys' energy, funny thing came up. I saw a dwarf. And then I saw like a few other dwarfs, but it was really funny. I didn't feel scared. It wasn't like any weird feeling. It was just like, oh, like what is that? And I'm not exactly sure what the meaning or symbology behind a dwarf is, but all I know is what I felt was like curiosity. I was like, oh, whoa, like what is that? Like, who is that? Like, I wanted to talk to them. I wanted to like ask questions. And I feel like that's what anyone would do, right? If you were to actually see a dwarf in real life, you'd be curious. You'd probably want to talk to them or ask them where they came from, who they are, what their name is, how did they get here. You would be asking questions. So I kind of feel like it's symbolizing that there's this like new journey or something you're going to be embarking on. And there's a lot of curiosity, a lot of new knowledge that may be coming into you. Maybe things that you thought were fairy tales or, you know, from movies, maybe coming into your real life and maybe happening. So a lot of new things happening. And funny thing enough, yesterday actually, my mom was just telling me a story of one of her coworkers that told her that this week, I think, or last week, she saw a dwarf, but it was like one of those like toy, you know, like statue dwarf things like people have in the holidays. And she saw it while she was like cleaning her closet, and it was like all in the back somewhere. And she's like, oh, like that's cool. Like maybe my grandma would like stuff like that, because I guess her grandma likes to collect dwarfs or little statues. So she took a bunch of clothes that she was organizing or gonna sell or something. She took all the clothes and she left the dwarf in the closet. And as she was taking everything out, or she had it, I don't know, in a big box or luggage or whatever, while she was dragging it out later on, she realized like, why is this so heavy? Like it won't move. And she was dragging everything. And then she opened and realized and saw that the dwarf was inside. I don't know if it was like a box or luggage she was carrying or dragging it on. And she was like, what the heck? She was shocked because she knew she didn't put the dwarf in it. And it was so weird to her that it appeared. And she didn't feel scared, she told my mom, but she was just like, whoa, okay, well, I guess I'll take it then with me. And so she took it with her, and I guess she's gonna give it to her grandma. So kind of a fun little weird story there. Maybe you have some kind of connection with dwarfs, or you've seen one, or you've seen it in dreams or something, but may mean something different for all of you. So keep that in mind, apply it how you find fit. But yeah, you guys got dwarfs. Pretty strange. All right, so for your positive affirmation, we got, I am living my best life. So what I want you to do is to say this out loud. We'll say it together 3 times. I am living my best life. I am living my best life. I am living my best life. And hopefully you said that with a lot of enthusiasm, as if you really feel it and believe it. And I'd love for you guys to jot it down somewhere or repeat it every day. Say it a couple times a day if you can, preferably in the morning as you wake up, and then at night before you go to bed. All right. And then your 3 natural gifts and strength that you got for this next few weeks. The first one is priest. And one of your gifts and strength is the way you facilitate spiritual commitments, serving as a channel of spiritual energy. So this is going to be a really spiritual and deep time for you guys in the next 2 weeks, carrying on to Halloween. You're going to have this really strong connection with the spiritual world, with your angels, your guides, with passed on loved ones. You're going to be receiving probably a lot of downloads. So keep in mind what you're seeing or any signs you may see or your dreams. Write them down as soon as you wake up, because if not, you'll probably forget later on. But your intuition is really going to be strong this week or these next 2 weeks, and you're going to be able to receive a lot of messages. And if you receive certain messages, I would definitely think about them, because they may be telling you something, okay? And those of you who are, spiritually gifted, or you're a psychic medium, or you do Reiki, or whatever spiritual work you may do, I feel like your gifts are going to be really heightened and enhanced. You're going to be extra sensitive these next few weeks, okay? And then we have visionary. Okay, so your other natural gifts and strength is the capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Your willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. A lot of you have big visions and you are visionaries, and your vision is going to be expanded and really enhanced these next few weeks, okay? And then we have God. Your other natural gift and strength is going to be your benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. Wow, you guys got priest and God in the same pile. So this is really, really deep, you guys. This is very powerful and strong. So your intuition, your heart, everything is going to be heightened. Really pay attention to yourself and what's going on. I think these next 2 weeks, I've been picking that up a lot for a lot of signs. It's going to be really important. It's going to be a lot of revelations, a lot of deeper inner knowing and knowledge. So pay attention to everything that's going on in your life, okay? Then in the extended reading, we're going to be looking at the 3 things you should be aware of or be more cautious of in these next few weeks, all right? So let's get right into your reading. Okay, so Cancers, when it comes to your health, I'm actually saying a lot of good things, a lot of good news coming in. You're going to be feeling good, doing good for yourself, feeling more energized. You're going to be working hard, maybe working out a lot, maybe eating really well, going to the gym, doing your diet. I'm also seeing some of you will be tempted by the end of the month. Will probably make sense. Halloween, there's going to be candy and maybe parties you may be going to. You're probably going to cheat a little bit. You're probably going to have some cheat meals or be indulging, maybe eating more junk food or fast food than you would have wanted to. But that's okay. Like, it's a holiday. You can indulge a little bit. Just don't get out of control or do too much where you're like feeling really nauseous and sick, just have a little treat here and there. And I feel like the key is not to do extreme diets unless that's really what you want to do. I'm not really all for like extreme stuff. I feel like as long as you create daily, constant, consistent good habits where you're not really fully restraining yourself, your body's going to get used to it and won't be as hard. So I'm definitely feeling like by the end of the month, you're going to want to indulge and probably cheat on your diet or cheat on your, maybe not go to the gym or maybe go to parties more or, drink soda instead of water. But I'm not saying it's going to be a big deal because you've been doing pretty good up to this point. Just make sure you're not taking it too far, okay? And I'm seeing when it comes to your school, work, and finances, that things are going to be going good. I feel like your finances are looking good. You're making good money or you're saving. You've been working really hard. You're going to be really hustling and putting in the time and the work up until probably the end of the month. Once Halloween hits, I feel like you're going to be like, I want to have fun. And I think you're going to be in a position where you may have the option or the choice to kind of cheat on something or to participate in certain lies, gossiping, manipulation. So be careful. If you're put in a position where you're able to do that and get away with it, choose to rise above it and not partake in those things or gossip or make fun of or lie or cheat on something that you shouldn't, because at the end of the day, you have to sleep with yourself and you don't want to have a bad conscience and not be able to sleep right just because you did the wrong thing, So I feel like you're going to be in a position or someone may encourage you to do something that you shouldn't do. So I would think twice about it. Do be careful with gossiping, with what you're saying, words, And I'm not saying that you guys do that or you're gonna do it. Just be careful, because someone may encourage you or put you in a position where like you're able to say those things, but you don't want to participate in those things, okay? Especially when it comes to people you care about and friends, and like you don't want to talk behind their back. If you have something to say to them or there's something that's bothering you, it's better to just say it face to face and just tell them, you know, instead of saying back, like behind their back, because things can get mixed up and then you're put in a worse position than it would have been if you guys would have just talked face to face, you know what I mean? And if you're in school, you might be tempted to cheat on a test or to get answers beforehand or to look over or I don't know, use some, like get answers from someone. So just be careful with anything you may be doing like that, or just because someone's willing to help you out doesn't mean it's the right thing. It's better for you to do the work and study and memorize the things you need to so that you can remember it, because if you're cheating on it, then think about it, you're not going to really take in the knowledge, and when, you know, a few months hits and you have to do bigger tests, you're not going to really know everything. So you want to make sure you're really learning everything for yourself and not getting shortcuts, okay? Not saying you're doing that, but just keeping that in mind. And then when it comes to love and relationships, I'm saying that for the most of you, things are going good. I feel like you may have a lucky encounter with someone. You may meet someone like kind of out of the blue, and it was by chance, by luck. And maybe you meet while you're working on something, or you're at school, or you're really like kind of your focus is not on love, but you meet them while you're doing something that's like not social or not like, you know, your work, school, or something like that. And I'm seeing that because of your past, you may be tempted to kind of like portray something you're not, or lie, or pretend like, oh yeah, no, like I don't want a relationship, or I'm not dating anyone else, or, you know, whatever the case is. I think it's as to protect yourself. You may try to lie about something or get away with something just because you don't want to get your feelings hurt. But I just want to remind you that even if someone else has hurt you, that doesn't mean that you should go hurt someone else or lie about something when that's not actually how you feel, because it's not really going to make you feel better in the long run. And you don't want to hurt someone because you don't know. They're not the person who hurt you. They're someone different. Maybe they're not going to hurt you. Maybe they are a good person. So don't, you know, put what someone else did to you and make someone else pay for it. You know what I mean? Trust me, I know it's hard when you've been disappointed time after time and people have used you or abused you and stuff, but you want to try to not let that make you bitter, not let that turn you into them. You want to stay true to yourself and be a good person. And people who do bad things are going to end up with bad people. You don't want to be that. You don't want to fall in that category, okay? I'm not saying you do all those things, but just something to keep in mind. You don't want to fall into your lower self. You want to stick by your higher self and keep elevating. Because the more real you are with yourself, the more real you're going to find the more real people you're going to come across, okay? And I'm seeing here that you could be dealing with a air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm seeing that this person maybe could be younger. If not, the way they communicate with you is really fast. They'd be like, hey, Cancer, what's up? Like really fast, or maybe they talk fast, or maybe they answer, they reply, they text really fast. But I feel like they want to communicate. There's a lot they want to say to you. And I think that's what you probably are going to like about them, that they really are on top of it. They're always like communicating with you. They're always answering your texts. They're always calling you. This is someone who's very blunt. They're very open. They just say what they need to say, even if it comes out bad or good. Like they just say it. But I think that's something you can appreciate because they're being real. They're just not, they don't care. They're no BS type of person. They just say it. Even if it hurts someone's feelings, they say it. And I'm feeling like whatever they're communicating with you and want to talk to you about, they really want to grow with this. They want to see growth, development with this. And there's a lot of passion behind what they're saying to you, okay? I'm feeling like this person could be a Gemini, but if not, they definitely have air qualities about them. If not, that's just the energy, okay? So I'm getting more so air sign and fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It doesn't have to be, but I'm getting a lot of air, fire, just like fast, like movement about them, okay? Very high energy type of person. And I'm seeing that they're going to be offering something. They're offering a new beginning. And I think this new beginning is something fun and exciting for you. They want to hang out with you more. They want to see you, talk to you, get to know you. They may ask you to go to a party, or hey, let's go out here. Let's do something, I think something social, something fun, maybe a haunted house, or, you know, like a theme park, or, you know, some kind of Halloween something, but something really fun and exciting. This could also be a work opportunity as well that may be coming in, or they may tell you about, or like connect you to the right people. But I'm seeing that you might, for some reason, I don't know what it is that's making you think these things, that you might lie about something. I don't know if it's lying about how you really feel, or like, oh, I'm actually busy, but you're not busy, or like, oh, I'm going here with this person, but you're not actually. You're going to be tempted to lie about something. I'm not saying you're lying about something terrible. It could be a little white lie, but I feel like you don't actually want to lie about it. You're just doing it to like protect yourself. And we're going to be clarifying why exactly you're going to be tempted to do so in the extended reading. But I feel like this person really just, you know, they're just, what you see is what you get. And they're really just putting everything on the table. They're serious about this. They want to get to know you. Maybe it's not really serious yet, but they're really on it, and they're on top of it. And if someone's always giving you their full attention like that, that means they're really into it. They're really trying, okay? And maybe you're not used to that kind of attention. Maybe someone being so attentive is something that's foreign to you. You're just like, it throws you off because maybe you're used to other people giving you a cold shoulder or ignoring you, or being so passive with you, that so when someone actually comes in and treats you good, gives you attention, you're just like, you don't know what to do. You know what I mean? But I feel here, or like if you are in a relationship, the person you're in a relationship is going to be talking with you more, communicating more. You're going to be going back and forth. There's a lot more action between you guys, and they're going to be asking you to go out somewhere, or you guys are going to be going places or communicating, maybe going to parties, talking, a lot of talking, a lot of communicating, and maybe you are going to be kind of like, ooh, like, I don't know, kind of be thrown off by it. All right, so we're going to be clarifying everything that we saw here in the extended reading. We're going to look in deeper to see who this person is, or what are they thinking, what are they feeling, what they want you to know, and what their next move will be towards you. Okay, and then we're going to look at the 3 things you should be aware of, be more cautious of in the next few weeks, and then lastly, your advice at the end. Okay, so I would love for you guys to join me on there. The link will be below. If not, thank you so much for watching, and I hope this reading found you well. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified every time I post. And yeah, thank you so much, and hope you guys enjoying the weeklies, monthlies, and monthly readings now. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.